Okay, Sunday morning. No, it's Tuesday morning in the kingdom. Jeez, I got all screwed up yesterday having a Sunday on a Monday, but I got it all screwed up. And this is the other colored invoice here. Yes, we cut them in stacks. Yes. All right, so this morning we woke up to +8 Celsius. And on the yo-yo scale, +47 Fahrenheit. Yes, good year, 47. That was the box number of the post office that we used when I grew up in the pink house in Alexander. Yes, the pink house. Ooh, that's a chilly wind, I can feel it. And over here, we can hear the helicopter for almost the last hour and a half sitting at the airport playing around. We thought they'd be up early fighting forest fires, but nope, they fired around till about 11 o'clock or so, 10:30, 11 o'clock, because they have to wait for the instructions, because they have to have a meeting to decide when they're having the next meeting and figure out a game plan on how to fight the fire. Ooh, that's a wind, that's chilly. All right, we got over here. I don't know where that sun is. Yeah, sun's over here. Also to that banging and clanging, that's a backhoe putting the trees back onto the fire break where they bulldozed it out to stop the fire. They're landscaping it up. That way the trees can die and, how would you say, have foliage to grow again. Yes. Oh, I can't see nothing here. All right, a little bit more. There we go. That's windy out here. This is a total screw up intro, but that's okay. We're not sure what we're going to do today. We're going to wander around aimlessly lost. We're getting good at that. We've done it for almost 3 months because of this forest fires and stuff. All started by the Gong Show Mining Company. Hopefully they get charged drastically or dearly, and when they're forced to pay us for all our time well spent fighting this fire. Oh, that's windy. Well, I better go. Here comes the boss.
Tuesday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 9 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is shining and it's pretty windy out here right now. It's a lot warmer than it was yesterday, so let's head inside and let the dogs out. Then I can make breakfast at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom and see what we're doing today. 10 a.m. and I just came out to run the sprinklers. I have to stand in behind the quad shed here because it's pretty windy out, so if I stand over there you won't be able to hear me. I'm so glad back in May, before all this fire stuff started, I came with the Mini and cleaned up all of this beside my yard here. Would have been fun trying to have all this parked here with the grass and root balls and trees sticking out. Let's run the sprinklers so I can adjust the bottom ones. I'm still too sore to climb up the ladder to fix the ones on the roof, but that's okay. As long as they spray the roof, it's all that matters.
Okay, after morning coffee in the kingdom, yes, and the flags aren't blowing in the correct direction, that means the XY forest fire could be coming our way. It is chilly willy out here, but that's good. It is July. All right, so we cut down 1,000-gallon fuel tank or whatever to fit the Linn Tractor so we could haul water on the drill sites and everything like that. Okay, so I did the Google search. This thing holds 731 gallons of water, which is good. All right, so we're going to take that tank off, just like some of the YouTube subscribers and Kingdom followers have suggested. We can't haul water with the Linn because of the skis on the front, so it'll be terrible to steer. It's terrible to steer in the winter, so you can imagine on dirt, it would be terrible. All right, let's walk over to Thor the Plow truck. Okay, we're over at Thor the Plow truck. We have some shadows or some lines. Yes, laser lines or whatever, sun lines. And the reason we have to stand on this side is I want to show the world that's a short little box. The tailgate will come off and we got to take this wing off. We have to take the wing off because it needs repairing. All right, so we hit a rock or whatever with the wing. See the bolt? See the hole? So that should be repaired. And the temporary repair is this. So that doesn't work good because it's smashing up against there. It can bend things. We have to fix it right. So taking the wing off and plow on the front is acceptable because we're going to do maintenance on it. Yes, the boss will be pleased because we're going to actually fix stuff around here. Then the staff can actually drive this truck to her house to top up her water tank. She has a 1,000-gallon water tank at her house for her sprinkler, so if the town water system malfunctions, when she gets to half a tank, she can take Thor the Plow truck to the pond, fill the tank with 731 gallons of water, and then go back and top up her tank. So that should work out. We're using what we got. We're not ordering in anything. We're still going to have to recover after ordering all the sprinkler hose. That was $3,000 well spent, which could have been spent foolishly on women. All right, I got to get to work. The staff will be here after lunch, and we'll have the green toy out over there to do the lifting. Okay, just about lunchtime in the kingdom, and it's getting windy. That means the fires will be moving. All right, so we got this tank ready to be lifted off when the staff arrives after lunch sober. Yes, we've been sober for so long, and I had to get that valve to fit, or to go straight, so I had to get the cheater pipe out. Oh my. And you can hear Thor over there running in the wind. Yes, let's go pop the blades off, and then we're ready for the staff to arrive.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch today. I'll be having good old craft dinner. Hopefully this box isn't mushy. 1 out of 10 boxes always is. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out. It is still pretty windy out here right now and some clouds are rolling in. Maybe we'll get some rain later. 1:30 and I'm just finishing up lunch and let the dogs back in. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to this afternoon. Pretty sure we are putting the tank from the Linn Tractor into the back of Thor. That way we can haul water. Made it to the kingdom and I had to put on my dad's mic because it's pretty windy out here right now, so you wouldn't hear anything. As you can see, my dad already took the blades off of Thor as well. He also put a hook on the back, that way we can use the green toy to lift off the tailgate and put the tank in the back. Got the green toy into place. Now I'll work the controls while my dad gets up into Thor. I can't get up and down the ladder because my knee is still pretty sore, so I'll sit in the green toy and do the controls. 2 p.m. we're able to get the tailgate off of Thor and then the water tank from the Linn Tractor onto Thor. I'll walk up here. Once we got the tank on, we looked underneath here. There's a crack right there. Looks like we're not going to be putting water in it just yet. My dad will have to weld that crack up, and hopefully there is no other ones. We didn't really look at the tank before we put it in. We probably should have, but at least this one's right here so my dad can quickly weld it. Got the mini out and pulled the tank back a little bit so my dad can weld on it. While he's doing the welding, I'm going to go down to the timber pile and bring up 2 timbers to put on either side of the tank here. So I'll need 4 in total. That'll be 2 trips with the mini. 2:30 and I'm down at the timber pile now. I already picked out 4 squared timbers. There are 2 here and 2 behind me, so I'll take these all up and have them set up behind Thor to go in the back with the water tank. 3 p.m. we just got the tank welded and pushed back into place, and then we put the timbers on either side here, as you can see. Now we'll just chain it and strap the thing down, that way it doesn't move when we do a load of water. I just put the mini away because it looks like it's going to rain. Got the tank strapped down. Now I'm going to get the quad out of the hose shack and hook up to the fancy trailer because it has all the hoses on it. Then we'll head down to the pond and get a load. Got Thor the water truck down to the pond. Now we'll quickly do a few loads to fill up the tank that's hooked to the loader, and then we'll leave this full as well, so it'll be a total of 3 loads today. Made it back into the kingdom. Now we're going to pump off of Thor into the wagon. It'll take almost 2 loads to fill up the wagon. Then once that's done, we'll go down for a 3rd load and keep Thor nice and topped up just in case anything happens, or if I need to fill my tank in town because WHO-ville's water goes off or something happens, you never know, I can drive Thor back and forth and fill my tank. Didn't take long. We're able to get the tank emptied out. Now I'll video my dad backing up and then heading down to the pond, but I won't do any more recording until we come back up with the last load for Thor. Looks like he doesn't need me anymore, so I'll head on back into WHO-ville and let the dogs out, but I will come check on him in an hour or so when he's done with everything.
Okay, it was good to drive Thor again. Yes, Thor the Plow truck has now become the water truck. I think he's more useful as the water truck. Yes, we have enough means of plowing snow. Alright, so tomorrow when I'm sober, oh yes, I've been sober for almost, 2 months now? Alright, we're going to weld some angle iron on the back here so the D-beams don't slide out. Okay, I'm back. I had to sneeze. Alright, so we're going to weld some angle iron to keep that from sliding back out because the floor is slippery. And we'll have to put a little lippy-do here for the hoses don't kink. Oh no. Okay, I'm back again. I had the sneezies there. It's just like it's pollen in the air, whatever that's called. When I lived in the south, I sneezed all the time because of the flowers or whatever. I hated those pollen trees. That floaty white stuff. Alright, I think we're going to call it a day. We got it right parked beside the welding slate so we can do some booger welds tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow we'll do it. We're not going to do it today because we worked too hard.
5 p.m. and it looks like I don't have to go back to the kingdom. My dad was able to finish up everything on his own, so I'll head inside and get supper ready and then I can end my day.
Okay, it's getting nasty out. The wind is nasty and it looks like it's going to thunderstorm. Yes, thunderstorm. And it's not that warm out here either. It is July. We had two hot days, so that's good enough. Now we'll be back to winter. All right, we got sunny skies over here. I don't know what the fires are doing, but never trust an ex-wife or Lightning McQueen. Being young and foolish, he'll do anything. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some 7-Up and make a video. Talk to you later.